good, sir.
Just goody.
Another cloth talk, you know.
Another day, another club talk.
You know, you know, quick little flex on.
This boy getting in the outfit. Where you going? Work?
Gotta go to work on him, man. 1080, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeesh. All right. Well, you already know. Welcome back to Cloud Talk. Another episode, as you know. Welcome back to Cloud Talk. I'm your host, Indy. This is my co-host.
Renaissance.
Join us as we explore the world of tailored clothing, stitch by stitch. How you been, doggy?
Work, you know.
First of all, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. First of all, because that passed already. And you have a good Thanksgiving?
I mean, you know, we ate, you know, did what we did, you know. I just know it's my birthday in a week after Thanksgiving. When Thanksgiving hit, I already know it's just like, oh yeah, my birthday coming. So
I was just saying, hey, yeah, shout out. Happy birthday tomorrow to Rail. Your boy getting old, boy.
44 years, man. They lucky, man. They lucky. You know, I mean,
Like you made it this far.
they lucky, man. That's what I'm saying. That's all I can say. Like they lucky. They getting this part of they getting this part of real. You know what I'm saying? The Renaissance era. You gonna get the Renaissance. They gonna see the 1080. You know, they get that part of it. You know, all the other stuff don't matter. You know. So I mean, but you know, 44 years. You know, it is what it is. Young bucks. You know, back in '94. You know what I'm saying? I can remember what I was doing. So. You know, I ain't gonna get all
That
that.
was when I was born, sir. That was when you were 14 or something like
I was
14.
like 13. I was
Yeah.
13 in '94. So I remember the Bulls winning. I remember the three-peat. I remember I remember the history, sir. So you know, it's a long time ago, but at the same time, I'd be like, damn, Indy don't know that stuff. So the jokes I be saying, like, you know,
Oh, I know it. It just didn't happen in my life. I didn't see it.
I mean, they go over your head sometime. Like if I make
Yeah.
a different reference or something, but you
Yeah.
know. I mean, Indy got to get his, you know, he got to get his references up. That's all I'm saying. Like, he got to do his homework,
I
coaching
ain't worried
homework.
about that. I'm worried about getting this money on.
We gotta have, yeah, I mean, but that's part of the culture. Like, that helps with the manyan. Like, you know, like the fact that you know that word manyan, like, that's culture. Like, so, you know, cultural references, you know, I mean, I ain't trying to block nobody out, but I'm saying, like, we need, like, keys to the culture, like, how to get in and, like, how to infiltrate, you know, like, know if they trying to infiltrate, so keep, you know, infiltrate us out. Because I heard, you know, they got spies out here, but, you know, we gonna
Oh,
get on.
dang. Already. Okay. That's a segue into later, dude. But, you know, we'll bring that up. Yeah, so anyways, today we got I was gonna show y'all. I'll show y'all this. I guess okay, so we'll say 3 segments. So on the second segment is items of the week, and then on the third segment, which obviously is don't throw on me. But yeah, so we just got a couple things on the show to update you with. I'll start off with those things. For the show, we have obviously it's going to be next week on next Sunday, literally a week away, dog. So all the tickets are sold, but the only thing I'm not like trying to jinx it or nothing like that, but it's just like I sent out an email to everybody and only like 20 people replied. I'm like,
Hey,
but I would, huh?
I said, hey, pop out. That's what I say, pop out. Like,
But I was thinking about just like canceling all these people's tickets and then just seeing if I can go get the rest of the tickets from somebody else. And then like if they do show up, I can put them on a wait list. So if some people don't come,
hey, we got
hey,
this
I
right
cut the
here.
email
Y'all
out.
heard it here. Like, he said it. Like, I didn't say none of this. Like, I'm going for
I'm just saying,
support.
respond to the email. Y'all have till December 2nd to respond to the email, or you're getting canceled off this list.
Hey, man, I don't think Ticketmaster run like that, sir. Hey, this is a different kind of ticket.
Right, this ain't Ticketmaster, so don't worry about that. It's different
Ticketmaster, what
world.
do you mean? Like, this ain't, I ain't talking about the company. I'm talking about the actual robot. The Ticketmaster don't do that. Like,
Hey,
you can't give them to Monday.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Then you give him on. You put it on a platform that they ain't even guaranteed to get reached. Like, you got to give them.
No, I sent it to the email.
Oh, you already emailed them? Oh well.
60 people, bro. I had an email. How to copy, paste, everything.
A lot of people, sir.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They should respect me because I had to do that.
They should respect me. December 8th, 1080.
So, God damn it. Y'all piss me off. Y'all give me goddamn headaches.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey, this is the early part of it. That's why you got to go through all that extra stuff. And I hope this reflected
no,
on.
but I'm just saying, like, other people, like, that's what I'm saying, like, if this was Gucci or Louis Vuitton or anything else,
Hey,
bro,
see, now you
and
getting
you didn't even reply to them, you getting kicked off that list, cuz. They don't care. They can replace you with somebody else.
See, now you getting ahead of the schedule. So, we're supposed to be speaking about them in a minute. So,
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, if that's what I'm saying, you holding up spots, though, if somebody else could be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides the point. Anyways.
don't threat on me.
All right. So there was also, sorry, that was updates. I don't think I say anything. I don't think I have anything else on updates.
Update.
But no,
Update,
yeah.
boss.
So show up at the show, goddammit.
Go to
Huh?
the show, boss.
Your boy's here, Kevin. He's just popped in. It's
Yeah,
like
man.
that. I'm gonna scoot this back. I'm gonna show you. So, for the show, we have the banners and stuff like that. So, I made a banner for 1080.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ali was telling
Oh,
me.
he's still working on yours. He dyed it baby blue, and right now I told him he just has to put on like the clouds and the flyers and stuff. If I had it, I would have done you good, but
Creative directors, sir. We had different creative directors, sir. Got different.
anyway, yeah, I have to back this up even more. God damn it! All right, hold on. See, I wasn't trying to do all
Struggling.
this, huh?
Oh, struggling as designer.
That's the story of my life.
Struggling as nigga. Yo, I got at least. I gotta line my hair up, man.
This nigga said, "Yeah, I got right my hair." Oh, you can barely even see
because
it.
you can see it up close. Oh, yeah. With the military stencil.
But there's a whole snake on this too, but you can't. If you see it in person, you can see it. But it's the same thing I put on like the flag. If you see it in the show,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I see it now.
The snake head.
Meow.
And then the
Meow.
corner.
You got damn snake said meow.
And then the corner, you see him. You got the don't head on. It's probably backwards, whatever.
The struggling ass handwriting, boy. Get your don't threat over here. The snake said meow.
I also made some more tote bags for the show. I don't know if y'all saw this last time, but I'm showing it again. I don't really care.
Update us, sir. Update us.
Look, here goes one. I have some extra fabric, so I was just making some stuff. So here goes the bag. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. This one tote bag. You remember that the brocade we had?
Yeah.
You remember with the different size?
Yeah, I remember because you just made the hat to it.
Oh yeah, and I got a wallet to it too. Hold on, let me go ahead and get the whole full set out.
Right. Oh no, this book. See.
So if y'all really want, y'all can get the whole set. So let me know what y'all think. This the whole set. Look, this the wallet. I might have to keep this. I ain't gonna lie. I do like this. I gotta put the
Trying
strap
to
in
get
it.
fly on his own supply. Look at him.
You feel me? Look at that. With the two pockets.
Yo,
I gotta put the snap right here.
I got.
I just bought the wrench.
I got a whole bunch of those.
Yep.
But I got the.
But you got the one with the you got a caveman in it.
Rabbit. at work they got the little rabbit.
Oh yeah,
Or the little,
that's nice. The foot
yeah. I'm thinking about
with the
putting that
hat.
thing. I'm
I still
thinking
gotta put
about
the
designing.
lining on it.
I'm thinking about designing with that snap though, because it's gonna be easy. Because it's just putting it on, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, you gotta get some hardware, sir. That snap put it. Yeah, hardware.
Yeah, I put on here. I ordered off Amazon. I'm gonna get it. You feel me? So I'm sure about the show. You can get the whole 3-piece. You feel me?
3-piece spicy. I'm sitting up here now, just going through patches.
My
Like,
bad. I'm listening.
oh no, just going through patches. Oh, sure.
You saw these ones? Sorry, my bad.
No, no,
These are gonna be the 1080 toe bags.
yeah.
Oh, hold up. That's not the right one. This is the right one because this is a square one.
Mm.
1080 toe bag, baby. Those are coming out soon, dog. This is just the prototype, but you can get this at the store.
Toot,
Come show up
toot, toot.
with them embroidery. You feel me? This is the other one. This is a little bit smaller one though. But this one is the one you just hold with your hand like this, like almost like a purse. Like this, like
Mm.
more for female, if you will. I mean, it don't have to be, but
Yeah.
anyways, all right,
1080.
all right. Items of the week. Let me know what y'all think.
Little week.
Hey, my hat.
Here's my items of the week. These are donations from work. That reflected.
Yeah, I like
Look,
that.
yeah.
I'm
Ain't
a,
my size, but I'm a tailor, so I can do what I want with it.
put this on the floor.
How big is that? You measured it already?
What?
Banner. The banner.
Oh, it's 2 yards.
Uh,
Yours is 2 yards. All of them are 2 yards, and then I have a whole bunch of the rest of the fabric left. I have this tan stuff, but I don't know if you want it or not. But you're gonna put it in your suitcase.
this guy.
Anyways,
Yeah,
oh man, boy. Oh man, over here.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Watch, I probably don't have the right. Oh, so I mean, you want to start at which one you want to start on? Oh no, I was trying to start on.
Ask me what I want to start
My
on. You
bad.
the host.
We going into the next segment. My bad. I know we going fast or whatever, but we get into the drama. We just try to get to the drama. So next segment, don't threat on me. Oh shoot, I didn't send it to me. I sent every other one, but the one I needed.
Boy, this boy ain't gonna never get a job at ABC News. Boy, he be like,
That
oh,
was the one that was the ban on. I don't want to take this down because the whole thing might. Let me just look it up real quick. Give me a second, dog. Go ahead and talk to them or something.
talking
Jesus Christ.
about what? I
Distracting
don't know.
people. I don't
Bring
know.
up the
Distracting
subject. I
people.
don't know what you're talking about. You the one brought up the subject.
My bad. People over here commenting too. You just ain't nothing. Need to add some fur to
I
the
don't read
hat
none of the
for
comments.
winter. Oh, these
This guy
are spring. These are spring summer collections. Get it for next year.
yes. So I'm dropping quick updates. I'm dropping some jorts. Jorts.
Oh yeah, the show.
Yeah, I'm dropping jorts. And I'm dropping airplanes. Well, I'm not dropping airplanes. Airplanes are taking
What
flight.
you talking about? You trying to get us canceled, dog? Where are you
For sure.
dropping these airplanes
I
at?
ain't dropping no, I ain't said I'm dropping the airplanes nowhere. See, now if I said I was dropping them somewhere, that'd have been canceled. But I ain't worried about getting canceled. Elon Musk said cancel culture is canceled. That's what he said. I ain't
Yeah,
worried about it.
okay.
If I cancel culture is over with. But these jorts is in, like they're in the dictionary, like demure.
Yeah, wow. Oh, I was gonna show the shirt that I was working on. I'll wait till I finish it. But I made that. You remember that one fabric that I got from the
Yeah,
store? I mean, from the sample cell.
yeah.
I'm making a shirt. It's like a shacket,
A
but I forgot.
shacket,
I gotta get a zipper. Yeah,
a shacket.
yeah.
I mean, show you
It's a
right.
shirt jacket. Yeah.
What we say? Show you right. Sounds good. Chilling.
All right.
What's up, Taylor?
Back to. God dang it. Back to don't thread on me. All
Got
right.
baseball
So
commercials.
I found the one I was looking for. So the first subject we were talking about is London Fashion Week is set to ban wild animal skin from the one runway, extending from formal restricting against fur introducing last year. Brands that want to appear on its official schedule will need to commit to not use either materials in collections they show at the event. The British Fashion Council Deputy Director for Policy and Engagement, David Pemberton, announced in a speech in Parliament this week. But there were certain ones that they were talking about. For crocodile skin and snake skin handbags and high heels as taboo as fur coats in many of fashion's biggest markets. Yeah. So thoughts on that?
So I got 2 points on that. Like two, like one is the obvious, like the obvious one that I got. That's a longer.
Oh, wow.
Right, he just took the whole phone. Like, look at this guy. Only Indy.
My bad. I was trying to get my charger in here, but I guess I gotta go around. Jesus. All right.
I
Anyways, go
mean,
ahead.
but to go all the way around and get to the point, like basically, like when I was at design school, and we had like access to like this website and like all these other design websites and these other like inside scoops kind of things. There was some called Fashion Snoops. Shout out to Fashion Snoops, and I don't even know if they still exist or nothing like that. But this back in like 2009, and they would like they would tell you like the coming colors. They would tell you like they would show you like how the animal print was in like incorporated into this design and they runway, and then they'll show like how the snake skin was incorporated, how the fur was incorporated, like all within like these different like lines and like colors, and like they would show you. So the design schools was teaching like furs, snake skins, like irregardless to what Peter is talking about. Shout out to Peter. I ain't got no problem with y'all because I like the whole ostrich thing. So, and I thought about that when I picked the ostrich, and it was using the whole, like some countries use that whole animal, like the skin, like they eat the meat, like the eggs, the feathers, like all of it. Like they race them, like all of it's you know in certain cultures. Like, but when it comes to how they trying to say no more leathers and no more this and that, like all that's
Well,
I think
they
because
did
it's
say
exotic.
in like. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because I think it's coming. It's because it's coming from exotic lands. It's not coming from there. Like if it was there and plentiful there, they wouldn't do this. Like they wouldn't be hollering all this sustainability or PETA, like animal rights and like humane society type stuff. Like it would be all that because it would be about the fashion of it. But now because they probably getting taxed by the people that they was getting all this from. And where do they get all this stuff from? Not England, not London, not Europe. Like most of this stuff is coming from exotic lands, and those people probably on some, nah, I need my money now. Like they probably trying to tax them on that leather. So they don't get the leather. They don't know how to take, the know-how to breed those animals or something. I don't know. They probably don't have those animals, so it would cost them. Like, and that's probably why they was charging that much for all these bags and all that crocodile, because they don't have crocodiles in London and England and Europe and all that, and
Right.
it's exotic. So that's why they charge you $10,000 for a bag. So I guess that's how it goes. But if you go to Africa, which is like a couple of miles away, you got you can get exotic skins, the plentiful. But
Right.
because in that brand, but now they want
You know,
to
they
ban
kind
it
of
because
deter people from like buying leather in the first place. Like, are they trying to put people like, oh, you don't need leather no more. You just need to be sustainable. Oh, you just need to have sustainable items, which is like plastics and all this other stuff. So, I
which
mean, they want to get people. I'm not saying they want to get people used to it, but it seems like they don't want to. I mean, I feel like it is easier to pump out a whole bunch of fake fur or fake whatever than it is to go like raise a crocodile or go get a crocodile, kill it, skin it, and do all this
or
other stuff. So,
they're gonna be able to 3D print this stuff in a
yo,
minute. Like, yeah,
just I just seen that shit. That's crazy, bro. The stuff they've been doing is absolutely crazy.
the 3D print, the like just being able to duplicate like natural stuff, like in a minute it's
Right.
gonna be all unrelated, unrecognizable. I'm gonna put it like that because they ain't gonna be able to recognize if that's real or fake. Like right now, like they dealing with the whole knockoffs since like they always been like that's what we get back to Dapper Dan. Like I could always bring it back to the root, especially with streetwear, especially with knockoffs and stuff like that. Like he was knocking them off, so that was a real problem for them, and that was taking money off they, out they pocket, and I understand that, but now that we popular and now y'all want to take back that energy and all that money, I guess, because the leathers and all that, the furs, Dapper Dan was on all that. Like that's what Dapper Dan was making popular. Like he was even stealing them. Like he was stealing furs and getting money for that and selling it to the dope boys in the street. Like that's how the story went. So now that they trying to unpopularize or make it unpopular to what furs and skins, and they trying to criminalize you and make you look bad because you want to do that. Like that ain't gonna change history. That ain't gonna change the fact that that it do look fly. Like, and I don't know I don't know animals personally, so I don't know if they offended or not. So I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know.
think a tiger? I mean, when they see us in the jungle and they try to kill us, you think they're like, "Oh, don't take this personal."
It's like, oh no, I'm hungry, or do no, I don't wanna offend humans. Like get the
Yeah.
I don't want my human people to think that I hate humans or something. Like they don't
I'm
care.
not saying go out and butcher these people, but I'm saying like if you can maintain a steady balance between because I'm not saying first of all I'm not advocating to go kill a whole bunch of animals. Let's put it
You
there.
eat, hey,
But I'm
you
saying
eat meat. Like
In
you
Australia
eat
they have a
meat.
whole
If you
good.
eat meat, you are advocating going to kill a whole bunch of animals because I eat meat. Go kill a whole
Yeah,
bunch of them, put them in a package, bleed them, put them in a package so I can eat it because that's what I eat. That's
yeah.
I'm a
Well, I
conscious.
mean, obviously, but you can't kill them all. But that's what I'm saying. You have to keep a steady balance.
They
But besides the point, but I'm saying like in Australia they have a whole bunch of like um what's it, kangaroos and stuff
that's
like
the
that. But I'm saying like even if you were to use their leather or whatever, but it's like is that a bad thing? But they're literally overpopulated. But I'm
it's
saying like if you
island, sir. It's a like it's either they gonna take over or they gonna get contained. Like that's what I'm
yeah
looking at that place. Like they don't breed them kind of like those animals don't breed or live anywhere else. So if they get too overpopulated there, they're gonna have to contain them and they're gonna have to bring that population down. Like I don't think nothing's extinct unless they make it extinct and they try to find everyone and they try to kill everyone animal that is like
yeah.
so.
There's a whole bunch of animals that we don't even know now. I mean, they discover
I mean,
new animals all
what
the time. But this
what
ain't
breed?
Geography Channel,
I
dog.
mean, what
So
breed do they do? Like, are they like the cow that bring us leather that breeds? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you breed leather that can keep me warm and feed me, and I can use your teeth for, you know what I'm saying, piano keys or something? I don't know. I don't know what they use them for. The horns, all that.
yeah,
I don't know. I make clothes, and I know that you could get a. I know that back home we had this uppity fabric store, Fishman, and they always had like the cows on the, like the whole cow would be on the wall, and they charged by square foot. So,
like
and that was like,
the hide,
yeah, it's like
the
the
wild
hide, and
hide.
I wanted it. Like I just I knew it was like 30 something or whatever it was per square foot. I wanted it, and I don't know what I was gonna do with it. Like that's what I wanted, and I knew it, just because it was expensive, and I had to get past that because that's an animal.
But
like I didn't eat
and
it,
the hair don't like. I mean, that's saying, and it lasts a while. I mean, it can last
but it,
forever if
I
you really take care of it.
I mean I think of it like that. If you wear leather, you're not wasting the animal.
Like,
Like you could have threw that skin away. So if you wearing it or you made something out of it, a bag or something, like you know. But if you just going to go kill a lot of them to make a company out of it, and all right, you might be a little little scumbagish. So as long as you ain't taking advantage and killing all, like you said, all the animals, like you can find all the animals. Like it's too many animals, man. Like you can't, they ain't gonna go extinct, man. It's all right. Like I think God got it. Like Noah, God, they took care of that. So, but go ahead. I digress. Let me stop.
no, I'm just going to see what my next topic is. Oh, I think this is the Bernard one. I don't know.
Oh, your computer, your Wi-Fi must be shot. So like,
Nah, it's the iPad, but I gotta.
you need to get a little router up in there or something so they can get when you on cloth talk using your Wi-Fi, it don't be.
What? I mean, I gotta pull up both of the stuff. I gotta pull up this and that. Why don't you do something? Say that. How
I
about
don't have
criticize
nothing
it?
to do. Like I did what I.
How about you do something?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't have nothing to do.
Like, yeah, nothing do but criticize.
To do
Anyways,
like
talk about spies earlier.
I'll do my part of the show. I'm here for I'm here for the jokes. Like what's up? Like you bring the subject at least. Like at least have the subject in order, sir. Like where's the subject at? There's nothing for me to talk about. You can't
Spies
say talk
earlier.
about
Like,
nothing. Where you at? Where you at?
man.
Where you
All
at?
right. Well, speaking of spies earlier, as you referenced, the LVMH, Mr. Bernard Arnault was in trouble. Not in trouble, but he was in a court. He was called to a court case because he, I guess you could say allegedly, whatever, had no, because it was there definitely. But he had a French spy that was
James
in
Bond.
LVMH.
I'm thinking about James Bond, the whole suit, the whole everything. Like that's what I'm thinking about right now. Like, cause I think about clothes. Like once you said spy, I just automatically thought 007, and then James Arnold is like the bad guy. And it's like,
Oh, it wasn't him. He hired somebody. He hired like Jaws. You remember like Jaws?
I mean, but
But this is what he is accused of illegally collecting information on private individuals and violating privacy laws while helping the company fight the counterfeits and monitor left wing activists planning to target the company with protests. So
taking your investment. That's all I hear right there. Is like, hey, just like they did in the '80s against Dapper Dan. You see how I bring it back right there? Like it's still streetwear. It's still what I do. Like I understand. Like he protected his investment. Like he didn't want Dapper Dan like just making his clothes and where especially when they didn't make it. Like all those people from back then, Fendi, all those like Gucci. They didn't want Dapper Dan just making clothes in the street and making money off of it and. Going with whatever narrative, but they didn't go blackmailing them. They didn't go. picking up dirt on him or nothing. Maybe they did, but they shut him down. They was able to just shut him down. They was able to take his clothes. They was able to do that. And if you know, when you make clothes, that probably hurt more than anything. If somebody came and took all of what I made and I'm ready to sell this and I didn't counted it, like that probably hurt my feelings. Like that would hurt. Like that, I ain't talking about like right now. I just got a whole bunch of stuff I done made. Like it ain't got no price tag on it. I ain't got a customer coming to pick it up. All the cases, like it ain't bespoke at all for. So I just see that what he doing right now is trying to protect his investment. Like he got people that's at his neck. It's probably political. It's probably all over the place. And then he one of the richest men in the world, so he got all eyes on him. Like I'm sure he got people with eyes looking at people like us. Like yo, keep an eye on them little boys. Like what they doing over there. Like they keep saying LVMH, LVMH, but shout out to the LVMH. Like y'all an entity. Y'all a conglomerate. Y'all an entity. Y'all got all these companies. Y'all doing stuff that I want to do, and I want to do it over here. So, if I see a company that's up in Africa, up in Australia, up in Asia doing business, like I'm not so American that I can't like see it and be like, yo, I want to do something like that. That's like some of the business. Like I don't want to model it out there. I only probably take a little bit here, a little bit there, but I see him doing business. I see how it go, and I ain't trying to be the richest man in the world and nothing like that. I want to get money so that we can feed families over here. Like we can really grow cities and do stuff, and you can make your own clothes. Like we can really have our own stores and stuff like that. Like you ain't really got to look outward. You ain't gonna be broke. Like I'm just trying to make clothes. I just know that a lot of like clothes is very important in my community, in my culture. Like it determines a lot of things in people's lives, and like if you've seen it, like shopping, like that's real big on culture. If you was making clothes, and if people making clothes, and like if you got clothing at the mall, like if my homie got some clothes at the mall, and you know I got clothes at the mall, and we can like that's business. And like I just see us doing the same thing that they did over there in some kind of way over here. And if we can bring that clothing culture, that manufacturing of clothing culture over here, and we start making it as simple as we have to. Like I ain't mad at like people that don't know how to make a buttonhole and do it by hand and all that. Like it's cool. Like we can still use a machine. Like, but we got to start making it, sir. Like, or we gonna have problems like he got it when he at the top. Like he at the top now. Like him, Bernardo, I know. What's the other guy from Zania? Zara. I mean,
Oh yeah,
like he
I
one of
don't
the
know his
richest.
name.
Yeah, he rich. Like those people,
Yeah,
they've been making clothes their whole life. Like
I was gonna say
they only,
multiple times over.
yeah, but
Uh,
they got
yeah,
companies.
no, but I know it's crazy though, because like you said, he is protecting his own stuff, but
Do you say
I don't
he
know.
deserved
We'll
it?
see how what goes down.
You trying to say he deserved it or something? Like,
No, I don't say he's no.
oh, okay.
I don't think he does. I mean, I don't really care. Honestly, I mean that. I mean, it's just
Think
funny
what
though. Like,
it does because it's our culture entangled in that stuff. Like
yeah,
just like they adopt our culture, somehow our culture get entangled in that stuff and it
but
affects
he
our
paid
culture.
10 million in a settlement. The LVMH paid 10 million settlement in 2021 to close the criminal probe into the company's role in the case. So he obviously was hiding something already originally. So are you doing something, or are you just trying to check out? Are you just trying to cover up and say, "Oh, I was just doing this and that"? Or are you checking on like the, I don't know, like the customer, or not the customers, but like the rivals or something like that? I don't know.
I think that they trying to make sure that people don't take them out because they're gonna get like they're gonna depreciate soon. Like it's gonna be a
That yeah,
point where nobody's not wearing Louis Vuitton no more. Like you're not gonna be at the top forever. Like you gotta think about it. Like who's at the top right now? Like they at the top. Like
what's
it's
the
gonna.
same with everything else? Though? Well, I'm not saying everything else, but like a lot of people can make money without like using the top people. Like you don't have to go through like I'm just saying like the music. Like if you don't have to go through like you can you could take off by yourself. You don't have to have a music
It's,
label per se. So
it's
it's like,
different, sir. I think it's a little bit different. So the way that the LVMH set up, they selling garments that are a couple hundred to couple $1,000 each. So if you treat that like
they
music,
just got in trouble because you remember for the sweatshop. So it's not even like, so like the way, the
I'm
amount
talking
of
about the
like,
ones that are in their boutiques that they're selling at that. I'm not talking about what didn't hit New York streets and that's what's on Canal Street and Soho and stuff like that. I'm talking about the money that they counting. Like they counting the bag. Like they able to count up billions. Like we can't count that like at all. Like
like
so we
yeah,
need to
yeah.
address how to like even if we are getting bootleg, we gotta at least make it so that you can have something to
But still, you
differentiate
rather make
it.
100,000 by yourself than give these people millions of dollars. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay, so how much do you think they make a day?
I
Exactly.
couldn't tell you. But I saw their assets. Their assets
So
all
$10 million
together is like
is nothing
100.
though.
Huh?
$10 million
What?
is nothing. You say they had to pay
So,
$10 million or something like that. Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah. No, that's nothing. But no, but I said their assets all together was $110 billion, something like that.
exactly. So how much are they making per second? How much are they making per hour? How much are they making per day and week and all that?
Huh,
Like that
definitely.
astronomical. Those are astronomical numbers. Like, and they making it because they got a monopoly on some stuff. Like,
Right. And they just keep buying more and more. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if people choose to
not
do their
just make,
own stuff,
but
like
also
just
popular.
set up design for these people. But there's always
You
going to be the person who rather just go and take that route and just be like, oh, I'd rather just go design for these people.
and those are the sellouts, and that's what they talk about with
Yeah.
music and sellouts and stuff. So if it's directly related to music, there's gonna be some people that go over there and make them further popular. They're gonna be some design
Right.
influencers that make them further popular
Or
and
Jacobs,
further.
or, you know what
They
I'm
make
saying?
their
Whatever.
name even further off people that say that they're worth that. So if I'm $1 billion man and I got on whatever brand it is, that further makes that brand look expensive. So it's like, oh, like, and I mean, they fooling people, like, and we know how much it costs to make it. We know how much time it costs to make it. We know how much fabric it costs to make it. So how they're boosting the same shirt that we make up however many other dollars that they want to make it just because they feel like their name holds that amount of weight or because it's coming from Europe or because it's coming from wherever it's coming from. Like it's crazy. Like you can't say that that shirt is more expensive than mine. Like only thing that I used to differentiate was like zippers, the hardware, like buttons, like, oh, I ain't got my name on my buttons. I ain't got my name on my zipper. I ain't got my name on like little stuff like that. That's what like oh, I ain't had no embroidery or something. But I can get all that now. Like I can do most of that. I know ways around that look now. I can get plain. So I can cover my buttons with fabric. Like I know how to do some things. So the fact that they are able to price up certain things and we over here taking it and furthering their price inflation on clothing. It's crazy. Like that's my main thing. And now that he complaining about people like us that's complaining because we over here not getting no money from our clothes, like bro, there's gonna be some people that's mad at that. Like everybody not gonna like that you getting 100 and some billion dollars off inflated priced clothes, bro. Not
Yeah, but
everybody.
it's not like, I mean, it's not like he's putting a gun to people's head and saying you got to buy
Yeah,
this. It's
I
not
mean,
like
but
he's selling them. He's not selling them fake stocks. He's not selling them like, no, like you guys know that the prices are not that much. Like, you know that the cost that much to make that shit, but you still buy it.
hypnosis, sir. It's
Yeah,
hypnosis. It's the
and they know how to
magic.
trick you. They
That's
literally do
like
science.
fucking
They literally
like
do tests and shit to see like how your brain works and how you buy stuff and what triggers your brain when you first come into the store and
so
what
you can't
colors they
say
need and this and that.
you're not
It's down to science.
you can't say that they not practicing bad business practices when they're doing things on purpose. Like
Yeah,
they're doing things, they're inflating things, they're pricing things purposely that way because they know they can and they're forcing people with popularity. Like the buddy system got them looking like that. So You can't say they not doing it on purpose or like it's a coincidence. No, they doing it on purpose. They just studied
Yeah,
it.
but I'm saying like they have every right to do it, just like everyone else has capitalism in this country.
That's against
Like,
the law. Monopoly is against the law.
but
Like
they
you
don't
can't do
have a
that.
monopoly.
That is a monopoly.
You
And
have
you're further
to have
persuading.
every
Okay,
brand, bro. You'd have to have every brand.
how much
Just
money
because you
do
have a majority
Americans
of the
get?
top brand, that's not a majority. I mean, that's a monopoly.
Okay, what a monopoly is. A monopoly is when you
Control.
get all everything. Like, what does America play in European clothes? Like, what role do we play in that except for consumer? Like for real, bro. Like you got to really, really think about it. They got a monopoly on
Okay.
European clothes, and they profit the most off of it. We don't do nothing but sell it to each other. Even if we do get it over here, we don't make it. We don't profit
Right.
off it as a brand. Ain't no companies over here. We get paid to shop it out and sell it out stores that we build over here. Like no, we don't have no Louis Vuitton real workers. Like they only work for the company that's getting the money over there, like and taking it back over there. Like we would be mad if it was something else, but since it's clothing, they get looked at like this. Like I'm gonna take my ball and go home. And if you don't pay what I want you to pay for this ball to play with it, yeah, I ain't gonna teach you how to teach the game. Like nothing about nothing that the LVMH do makes us no money. So when they get cheated or something like that, I ain't mad at that. Like I'll just feel like, yo, you got caught. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
how you get caught.
No, I'm not defending them or anything like that, but I'm just saying.
America need to pay attention to this, and America need to start making their own clothes. And like once they start making their own clothes, we ain't gotta look at these $106 billion businesses laugh at us in our face and get other people to make their clothes popular the way that they do, like every year. Like I don't know why they so popular right now. I don't know what design that they done made in the last
That's
couple of
why I don't
years.
think they are that popular. I think they just keep telling you that they are this popular. Nobody's really buying this stuff, bro. Like, I don't see that many people walking around with
How much?
brand
How many clothes do you
new
sell per day?
Dior, brand
Like
new this or that.
how many
That's what I'm saying.
pieces you produced? How many you sold? Like those numbers, like really, really, like
But to
you
have
looking at.
made money off it, that's what I'm saying. You would see quite a few people still have it in the streets, especially me being in New York. Like, you know what was popping because a lot of people have. I'm not saying they have to have it, but
You
I'm
ride the
saying like
train. You ride the train to New York. You see what's being worn. You see what the
even the Goyard bag, like you could see the Goyard bag. Like, yes, that's expensive and it's hard to get, but I still see people with it. That's how I know that the Goyard bag is popping. But it's like when you don't see any of these other pieces like out here that they're talking about, like Dior. Like I might see a Dior piece like every once in a while, like maybe some shoes or maybe a bag,
and
but it's nothing crazy.
I think that Manhattan is the pulse of fashion because of things like that. Like if
But
it
I think they
don't fly,
get money everywhere else though. They must be getting this money
I
from like
understand.
Europe and
But
everywhere else.
if you needed to study clothing, you need to go to Manhattan. I think that that's true because everything come through there from around the
Yeah.
world and across the nation, and
Well, everyone
everybody
lives here from around the world.
all they influencing everything, the trends, whatever is gonna come, it do come through New York. It don't necessarily go through LA. It don't necessarily go through Chicago, Miami. None of it. Like everybody don't go, but it looked like, and then you can see it on an everyday basis. Like I rode the train, you can see trends on the train every day. Like,
Sambas, I can see a whole bunch of people wearing sambas on the train. Like sambas are in,
like
like the Adidas
if
sambas.
you get more than once in Manhattan, it's a trend, and it's gonna go up. It's gonna constantly go up and up and up, and you're gonna see more and more and more of it because people, like, I guess that's how they gauge fashion almost. Like, all you gotta
The
really do,
Carhartt.
if you want to start a trend, just put a whole bunch of it on the MTA, right? Put it just right up down the MTA and start a fashion trend because they're gonna see you. It's gonna be there. It's gonna, like, New York is that post that determine what's a trend, and that's what Europe knows, and that's why they put all the stores in New York and they price it the way they do in New York, and the people from Europe come to New York to buy clothes from Europe. Like I've seen them do it. Like
No,
Like,
no, it's
Gucci
funny
man.
because I'm laughing because I literally used to work at a place where they sold like
Who's that?
mostly European brands and mostly like yeah, Asian brands. And the girls be coming there, they're like, "Oh my God, in Europe they don't have this or they don't have that," but like they'll come there because they know that. Like, how are you shopping here for stuff that's supposed to be in Europe? Like, that's crazy.
Crazy. But it's a lot of hoarders over here. It's people that hold stuff so that they can price it later. Like the sneaker culture, excuse me, I don't know it, but I know it sounds crazy. It look crazy. The fact
It's
that you,
dying, bro. It's dying.
it's only they only it's only so many shoes. They got Dunks, they got Jordans, and they got what's the other one? They used to have like they
Airs, the
like
Air
it only
Nike Airs or
there's
something.
only so much you can do to those three pair of
Yeah.
shoes. Like come on, like, and then they drop the same Jordans from yesteryear over and over again, like the original. At least they
Different
do the original.
colors.
No, no, but they'll do the original. Like now, I see that they dropped the original Jordan that they dropped
Uh,
back in '94. Like now they dropping the brown ones. Like when you was like the year
brown.
that you around, they had the Jordan, like it was the ones with the year at the bottom. Like they had the different thing, and then they had the one with the leather. They got some brown
I'm
ones, but
honestly not a big Jordan fan.
because
I
you
could care less about the shoes.
came in
I
the
honestly
middle
could
of
care
it,
less about
but you
shoes.
came in the middle of that. You was born in the middle of it, like
I
so. Of
didn't know
course you ain't.
shit, but
But
that's what I'm saying. I don't know shit.
but if you was born like before it and you lived it,
Yeah,
like you would get a different feel of it. And I think that that's why the younger generation, like with the way that they dress with these big stupid pants and all that, they get the culture differently. Like I hate the way that
but
they
that's
let
like
that stuff.
your pants they used to wear in the '90s, bro. What are you talking about?
It's not the same. And fashion was different. Like and then certain things weren't tailored, and now they doing it because they can't tailor or they not tailored now. Like it's not a trend because of nothing, no other reason. Like they wore Jabos because of certain reasons. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like they just wear these big stupid pants because I don't know. And it's only gonna be. It's not gonna be long like it was back in the day. Like usually trends lasted differently back in the day. Like sagging and all that stuff. That was a long trend. Like it wasn't just a month or two. Like now, these trends gonna be like month, 2 months.
And
What?
I don't nobody tags
Yo,
anymore nowadays.
when clothes start changing that fast, that's what I'm saying. Like that's when you're gonna have to really watch fashion and see that you can't get your stuff done overseas. Because if the trend
By
change
the time
every,
you get it back, yeah.
by the time you get your sample back, the trend didn't change or the color didn't change. Now you're gonna have to order something else, and then by the time that come back, the trend and the color didn't change. Like I'm telling you, watch when the trends change and how fast they change, and what's gonna happen to it. And you can steal all you want to. You're gonna have to reproduce that. Like you steal one of my designs, now you got to reproduce it 10,000 times. Like, cause how many times you got to do that one shirt that you stole, and then you got to put it in all these stores, and then you got to drop it on this day, and all that. Like yo, like
I think if
you're
we stop dropping stuff so fast that people wouldn't have the expectation that it's coming out so fast. But I mean, you know, like with the internet and everything, like everybody's so used to now, so it's hard. I don't know. I can't keep up with it, but I
always
know. I mean, but that's
microwave.
why if you have so many brands, though, if there's so many brands, though, that's the good thing. It's like people could shop so many brands, so it's like,
But now only that group of brands are being made that's going to be valued. So now
no,
this
I
ain't
feel like a
valued
lot of
because it's not
people,
in that
there's
group.
the website. That's what I'm saying. Everyone can have a website, and everyone can have this and that. It's so much easier to reach people. So these smaller
Like,
people can actually get people to buy stuff.
so tell me who else is charging like these
I'm not
numbers
saying
and
they're
getting
making
this
billions,
respect.
but they're making enough to be like self-sufficient.
And let me finish. Who else is charging these numbers and that's getting respected by the public, like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and stuff like that?
Well,
Like,
so I will say, like, well, like I know you were. I don't know if you want to count these people, but LaRoe just hit 1 billion. Uh,
who they owned by?
they just sold it.
Too.
The Well, they sold it to a partnership with somebody. I forgot, But
Somebody
now
said
they're worth,
LVMH or
huh?
something like that. Yeah,
No,
they all the same to me.
but it's not LVMH. It's just but for something else.
A lot of these companies are saying like either they LVMH or they like a company like LVMH. Like
No, I got you. A conglomerate.
the designers don't matter, the house don't matter. Like it's a company that want to see a profit. They got money to throw behind certain things, and they telling people, hey, um, I can put this many millions in advertisement and marketing and all that. All you got to do is come up with the right design that we'll bring to people because we'll produce it. Like that's why I say like the numbers that you produce is going to determine your audience. Because if I got a lot of shirts, I can pull a lot of people. If I got a lot of them, I can just throw away almost. Like if I can give you something, if I could just like, hey, I'm gonna bring a lot of people because now they're gonna be like, oh, that's the guy with the shirts. Now we got a popularity. Now we hitting. Now that's how Soho looked to me. Like the most popular guy get it, and the more that you give out, and the more that you give into, like, oh, every time they dropped Supreme, they was giving away T-shirts or something. Now you overpriced the T-shirts online, and now the ones that you done gave out in the streets, these guys the guys in the street think that ones online. Oh, that was $10,000 for that shirt. Look at me, I got one. No, you got the same T-shirt. It's still the same price. It's just that they advertising it over there for $10,000 or whatever it is, you know. But it's a strategy. Like it's not the quality. You know, it's not quality that's making Europe better. It's the strategy. And as soon as America catch up with that, and they just got people that produce. Like we ain't got nobody that's producing at those rates and that amount. Like even the countries that's to the west of Europe and all that with the Pakistan, the Bangladesh, Turkey, all that, like they actually produce these things. And the Russian sewers that I see, they get busy. So we behind, man. I don't like it. Like, and I know I could talk a lot of stuff about knowing how to do it, but if we can't get nobody over here to actually make it with us, we're gonna be paying those prices that they demand somewhere else. So making America great, great again. The garments got to be made from here. Like you can hate it or love it,
Make
but
him back in garbage again, goddamn it, check is canceled, nigga.
hey, make it great, make garments, and that's what it is now. So, but hey,
I don't know this guy. I was gonna talk about this third segment, but I think we talked about it early. No, maybe we didn't. Did we talk about? I think it was all right. So the third segment was going to be about Balenciaga and Under Armour joining forces on Lux
yeah, you hit me
Athletic Collection.
with that. That was a late one.
Huh?
That was the late one, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think we talked about this collection last time we talked about. But it said the collection came out November 7th, so maybe I'm pretty sure we talked about it. But it was with like the big shoes and like this is what it looked like. This is some of it what it looked like. This top one.
I remember Under Armour from East Bay. So anybody that know, like that's Under Armour is probably your age, sir. No
No,
offense.
but the crazy thing is like why Under Armour? Like I have all people because it's like I remember people used to be Nike or Adidas like and like Under Armour was like only the only people that were wearing Under Armour were people in Nebraska, bro, and like that stuff was like
Because
mostly white
it was
people because I
because
was in Nebraska,
I'm gonna tell
dog, huh?
you what, because you could order it through East Bay. Like, and as long as you can see on East Bay,
Well, they had it at the stores then too as well.
I can't I can't say before 90.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, not before
it
that.
was at East Bay, and like when they dropped, it was just, but
Were they
it's the
even
technology
out?
around the muscles. Like I understand the technology, and the materials that they using and all that. So all that, like they are getting, they they a company for a reason because they focus on one thing, but at the same
Right.
time making sense of like a like I mean I guess if Balenciaga trying to show that they can like make structure. Like that's all that's doing to me. Like you just showing me that you can do athlete wear.
It's not even structured. Everything is stretchy, so it's like, of course, it's going to form fit.
I mean, but now they starting to get into how it wrap around the muscle, how it's supposed to. hold it up, and when you run in, like helping all that, like Under Armour is all about that, like the shoes, all that, like certain stuff. Like I get it, but do I want that in fashion though? Like, do I want to have to like sit like a Curex? Shout out to Curex and them. Like a Curex, they deal with a lot of the what the cold, like the frost in the mountains and all
You
that. Like,
talking about?
yeah, well, you know who that company is
Yeah.
with the dead little
Uh,
with the dead little bird,
Arc'teryx.
dinosaur bird,
Arc'teryx.
a Curex, whatever,
Arc'teryx.
whatever. Like they doing the same thing, and that's what technology is being used in high fashion now because they want to like make it like smart and like high end. Like then they trying to bring art to it. Like that's why they have Virgil. They want to bring his artistic views to high end, and then they tried to make it urban because he's from streetwear. So they trying to kill a couple birds with one stone, and then they trying to get the customers from that. And when they sit up here and stumble on their face or they do it wrong, like Bernardo, no, he's stumbling right now because all the infiltrators that he done put out there, they didn't come back with the right amount of information. So like now and then they caught him. Like I'm glad they told him. Good for him. So you know, I like
Yeah, they said also in like the notes I saw that he was like continuously arguing with the judge like for hours on end. I'm like, if you were not guilty, dog, I don't think you'd be arguing this long with these people. Like,
because
but
they all guilty to a certain extent because it's that whole ethics type, ethics, morals. Like, is it okay? Can you do it? But is it right to do that type of stuff? Like, and I think that they all know that they shouldn't do a lot of stuff, but because they can get away with it, they do it, and that's why they. And then they make millions of dollars, billions of dollars. You can see like $100 billion, sir. That's a lot of money, sir. 1 billion. I thought
well,
1 billion.
that's what all the assets. So I mean, you got to sell
Yeah,
like everything.
that's
But
monopoly because they got a monopoly. They make all the money off of it, all the licensing off of it. They got your license and that license and that license. They make all the money. That's a monopoly. They got a monopoly on European clothes, and as long as they got that, they gonna make all the 100 and whatever. That's like I know I'm not stupid, but I can see that they have a monopoly. The only reason why they do have to pay out, and that's for services. That's the people that they have to pay that sell their product. And if you get a service worker, somebody that's working in the store per hour, selling something that costs thousands of dollars, I'm sure they don't mind paying that. Like they make their salary, they make whatever that person's salary off that person in probably a week or two, maybe a month. Like it happens all the time in luxury. And you can imagine you selling a bag. Like he ain't making more than $100,000. That person, like they don't
maybe
make. They make the company
maybe
millions of dollars, but they make
two
hundreds of
hundred
thousands.
thousand.
Yeah.
But how
So
much of that's getting taxed?
yeah, and then on top of that, the government takes some. So morally, ethically, all that, like that's what they don't like. That the fact that
No, like literally, because in Laura Piano, like, because I remember,
yeah, you sold thousands of dollars worth of stuff, and they only paid you hundreds of
thousands. This guy sold like I think almost like 10 mil.
exactly.
No.
Over
I
a
think so,
course
like
of
six
time,
mil, something like
yeah,
that.
if you work with
Six
somebody for
mil.
some years, like that's gonna be millions of dollars, and they didn't make millions
No,
of
that's
dollars
1 year.
off
He
your
sold
service.
6 mil.
Like that's a monopoly, sir. Like
Yeah,
only have to pay out like that's that little tax after you get around the board. You only have to pay like this little percentage to
and he only just paid 6%. So whatever 6% of that is.
6% of a
Oh,
thousand.
that's almost five. That's half a million. That's half a.
That's
That's
60.
half a million.
Of $1,000 is what? $6? $60?
Nah, he gets paid like no. It couldn't be 6%. I think it's like 3% or something like that.
3% of $1,000.
No, of 6 mil. 6 mil.
So I do it like that. So I do
But if it was six
whatever.
percent, it would be
I
six.
put
It
it
would
times
be
100. I put it times 10. Wait, whatever percentage of that, and I'm I'm guaranteeing they making a lot of money and they don't care. Like one
yeah.
gonna make billions of dollars, sir. So That's a monopoly. I don't care how you want to put it, what angle you want to look at it. Like a monopoly is a monopoly, and they making more money off European clothes in America than they probably make it in Europe. So they got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because it's probably all cheaper there anyway.
They need exactly. They need to do a study on that because they can get more money for European clothes here than we can get for American clothes
Well,
over
because
there.
they're gonna make it out the
They
taxes.
don't
Well,
clothes over there. Like what American clothes being sold over there? Maybe Nike or something. That's a worldwide brand.
Ralph Lauren, baby.
That's some Beaverton shit. That's from Oregon. So, but
Tom
anyways,
Brown.
huh?
Tom Brown.
Who wearing that in Europe other than Fashion Week?
Dang,
Everyday wear. Like
I gotta get some, dog. Come on, man.
what American brand is being worn in Europe?
Oh, like, answer that in the comments, dog.
Leave that for the comments. There you go. So anybody that can answer that question, that'd be a good. Like, and I ain't talking about like that's what I'm saying. Like multiple brands that like things like Nike, like that's a conglomerate, big brand. Like ain't no Europe,
Oh
ain't
yeah,
no
we got
American
Nike text all up
designers.
and down,
Ain't no
girl.
Tom Ford being worn over there like that. Ain't no Tom Brown being worn over there like that. Ain't no Marc Jacobs being worn over there like that. They not wearing it, sir.
The polos, Ralph Lauren, dog. They be rolling the polos.
You think that they wearing polo in Europe?
They got polo games,
They got
dog.
polo in Europe?
Don't they? I swear.
I'm asking, like I ain't never seen nobody on TV wearing no polo in Europe. I don't see them wearing American clothes in Europe. So like that's it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to
Damn.
know my
Got
gripe,
me there,
why I'm
buddy.
so disgruntled about all these European clothes over here and why they making all this money off of it, it's because there's no American clothes in Italy being sold like that. There's no American clothes in France, Paris, France being sold like that. None in London, England being sold like that. So if you want to know why want I want it even, and I don't want them being sold over here at that price and competing with me over here. And now I can't sell nothing over here. Then that's it. Like we not over there. At least it'll be even if you had a 1080 store over there, some flyer store over there, or some tech store over there, and we doing better over there than we doing over here or something like that. Like I'm sure they doing better over here than they doing over there. But if I made a store over there and I'm over here, that store ain't gonna do nothing because they boost their brand and it's an emphasis on European and the luxury of European and the value of European brands. So I think that the reason why we ain't getting no respect is because we ain't demanding that we be respected on a clothing like base. Like, no, you're not gonna put them and value that shirt more than my shirt. Like, if you say that and really stand on that business, American other designers or other stylists or other like, if y'all gonna get in a fight for real and stop playing around. Like the designers and all that, they want to play both sides of the field, be wearing other people's stuff from over in Europe, but trying to compete with all these European brands and they don't wear your brand, like, but you in interviews with Gucci on and all. Like, yo, I got a real problem with that, but it ain't gonna change because most of these ain't no designers over here. Like, look at Pharrell, look at Tyler the Creator, look at even Kanye. Like, they wanted these other brands to respect them so bad that they drove themselves crazy, or they driving themselves crazy, or they work for them. Like it killed Virgil.
Well,
Like
they do it themselves too, as well. They had to go to the Europeans to get help and try to get
that's
big.
because they thought they needed that approval, but nobody told them that they didn't need that clothing approval. Like just make your clothes. Like you
Sean
don't
John, Sean John, and all the other stuff popped out for a little bit
know.
without,
He did the same
but
thing.
they weren't
Like
real clothing though. They were
okay,
just like
so
regular.
that's 99, 2000, and that 97, 98. Like he always wanted to be that worldwide brand. He always wanted to do it around the world. He always wanted to sell his brand around the world, but where it sold at the most was here. So
Yeah.
same effect, like Europe, like they not selling their clothes more there or more expensive there than they doing abroad. Like, no, it's the opposite effect. Puffy can sell his stuff here, like, but it's gonna probably be cheaper over there. Like, I'm not putting that, and now I'm talking about even back then. I don't think that Americans
Yeah.
designers get respected abroad. I think it's cheaper abroad. Like, they take it to China, they knock it off, and now it's cheaper abroad. Like, it'll get more expensive abroad. European clothes is the only stuff that I've seen that get more expensive when they come over here. Everything else get depreciated when they go out there. So I'm just saying. I digress. Like,
That's good. All right, that's a good point. And
yeah.
do your
I mean,
own clothes. Do your own homework.
do
So.
your own work. Go and look and see what the American brands is anywhere in Europe, China, Japan, Africa, anywhere. It is getting valued and getting played, getting work, getting put in stores. Look and see what American brand. I'm not trying to say about none of these other brands. I'm talking about us, and that's why I'm trying to bring it back to America. We need to make our own garments. We need to sell our own garments and buy our own garments. Why not? Like, you not getting nothing out of it. At least if I'm a tailor, I'm gonna buy from another tailor. I feed his family. I clothe my family. Like, we need some camaraderie and some working together over here. Because right now, all this money, I don't care about what they getting paid over there per hour. I don't care. Like, that's what the kids getting paid in China. If it is kids, I don't care. That's not the problem. My problem is we can't feed our family with clothing, and that's one of the three basic necessities. And since we can't profit off clothing, not just selling clothes, like, that's already made, like, that's already marked up, that's already overvalued. So if we can't get it from the root, which is making it, sewing it, like, something's wrong. So we need a clothing revolution. Like, that's what it is. We need to revolt. We need to like, this is all of what I've been talking. Like, this is what really need to happen though, and these are the reasons behind it. Like, this is why we making our own clothes and we making a statement with doing December 8th. So if you don't like it, that's your problem. But
Come check us
you want to
out.
profit. Well, come check us out because we try to profit making our own clothes and we trying to live off making our own garments in America. I mean, I don't care. I'll sell it abroad too, but I ain't gonna sell it cheaper because it's abroad. Like, you ain't gonna get
The tax just even shipping it over there, bro. What is you talking about? Like,
when you see on TV and all these other places American clothing or stuff that you've seen over here. Once you see it over there, it look like it's all like, it ain't looking like how they wear Gucci over there. Like, they still wear Gucci over there in Africa and all that. But it's knockoff. It's from China or something, but they still wear it because it's a mark of status. Like, oh, like, I'm in the hood, but I got on Gucci, so that must mean I got some money. That must mean I'm doing something. Like, they don't put on our clothes and say that. Like, oh no, oh no, this. Like, they don't brag on it the same. Like, brag on my clothes. Like, brag that you know the tailor. Brag that you actually seen me sew it or something. Like, just brag different. Like, I'm tired of it. Like that's my gripe. That's my rent. That's my Renaissance rent.
it's the Renaissance rant.
I mean,
All right. So I was gonna say check us out next week, but next week is gonna be the show, so we might be live. So check us out live. I guess next week we might
yeah,
be.
like my life.
Uh,
I'll be at the table. I'll be vending. I'll be I got a couple of jorts and I got a couple, pieces
I got a couple things for you, dude, dog. So don't.
working for Indy. Working for Indy. We're gonna
Sir,
see how us doing that.
trying to get this money because we working for you. We ain't gonna do that. So just
Hey,
like,
I'm gonna have to work extra hard. Ain't no breaks. That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing the same type of breaks. Like, no, you gotta work actually. You gotta actually work. So you'll see.
oh, also I was gonna let you know. I'll talk to you about it on the phone. It
Right.
don't have to be on. So yeah, check us out next week live at the show. And also check out the website. Check us out online. Check us out on Instagram, on TikTok, all that. Subscribe. Make sure y'all come back. for the next episode of 1080 Clock Talk. Right. So say less and so more. All right. Catch y'all later.